Hello, YouTube. What's going on? It's your boy AJ, All Good Life. If you know me by my username, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, all of this bunch of social media, I'm on it and I am consistent with what I do, but I'm not consistent with the game I played. I've managed to play this game before. I have played it offline, but I didn't switch kings. I've only played as the king of nothing, so I could record this with the new king that I managed to play to post up on YouTube for you guys to see. Please go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you got to do to support this channel. It's new. I'm new. You're new. We're new. It's all new things, but it's all good things. So stay good, stay healthy, and stay wealthy that way. I want to start Nine Kings, and as soon as I start, I go for a new run, jump in. Played before as a king of nothing, managed to unlock a bunch of kings: King of Spells, King of Greed, King of Blood, and King of Nature. And there's another king here, which is basically locked. I need to build 99 buildings to unlock this. And this one, level up 299 plots to unlock this. I managed to level up 151 so far. You can tell I am committed to the game. Um, there's a bunch of stuff that are coming soon. I think this is an early access for the game, so there's not much, but what you have is good enough. The King of Spells, when you start off, has a bunch of troops, a bunch of people that are in the game. I don't want to talk much about each one by one, but the main important thing is the perks that you start off with. Manage to unlock a bunch of perks. This is a fortifier, a fortifier, which tower starts with plus 10% damage. The persistent, which is start with a plus 3 free reals. It's helpful so you don't spend gold in the very beginning. This is the base has plus 10%, which is Castellan for all stats. And once you place this leftist, anything on its left doubles. So it says the perk to its left is applied plus one time. So times two to the all stats, I take that. This is add two perk slots to one row. So if I manage to place it here, it adds two more slots. But if I place this down, it would double it by making more slots come in. This would be helpful sooner or later, but I need it for here and I don't need this now. So these four perks I'm fine with. The cards that you start off with, there are 9 cards. You don't start off with 9. You start off with like some of them, and you can only keep 2. Once you have 2 in hand, the round plays. There's like 33 rounds, and then you get to fight the monster or the beast or the king that you go up against. So we're starting at level 0. I want to see how the King of Spells is. So this YouTube is for that. If you guys are into this, like I said, hit the like button, hit the follow button, subscribe, whatever. Or follow me on Twitch, man. I do play a bunch of games, but this game is a game that I'm hooked on to, and I do play offline. No lie. Let's launch it. Seer is 546. My enemies. King of Blood and the King of Nothing. The Citadel. So anytime you get a tower or property, the best thing that I do is place it in the back, somewhere here. Because if I manage to get anything that I could place in the center that boosts its adjacent ones, it manages to take 1, 2, 3, and 4. Manages to take these 4 spaces. I've remembered, or I haven't spoken about this in my previous video, but I managed to find out as I played the game. You have 3 lives, so if the enemy manages to attack and hit your towers or come into your base, you lose a life. You only get 3 chances. These properties or slots that you manage to get, you get to place any of your cards on them so that you could basically enlist them to fight in the army. However, I can't play all 3. I have to stay with a minimum of 2. This is year 1, and you play for 33 years until you fight the final boss that you go up against, or the final king you go up against. I want to start off by putting a ranged troop, which is casts powerful attacks at a slow rate. The wizard, kind of slow, but I want to put him here for now. And you could use your tower by hurting people from far. The King of Nothing had some like rocket launcher type of thing. I forgot what they're called, where they take rocks and manage to throw them at them. So King of Spells probably does the same, but with spells. Mangler, Imp, and Sacrifice. Sacrifice, destroy target plot to level up adjacent plots. We don't need this right now. The Imp, fast and aggressive troop with many small units. Okay. And the Mangler, area damage turret, every year sacrifices an adjacent unit per level to gain +2 damage. What we want to do is there's 9 wizards. If I keep sacrificing a wizard to gain +2, this is good, but I don't know if I want to lose people by now. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the imps, put them all the way in the front for them to be the frontliners and try to assist the troops by shooting. We won. We're entering year 3. If you get a second card, you manage to level your characters that you have. The squares that are underneath are the level up. You could level up 3 times your characters or your cards or whatever. So I'll go ahead and show you how the imp is. Take the card, place it here, manages to double, so they're leveled up. Now they double the number too. Well-balanced melee troops. Soldiers are great to put on the front line as well. But for now, we got imps in the front, and our citadel is still low in level. We want to upgrade our citadel by the 3rd or 4th year so that it could assist the rest of the properties or the rest of the area. Choose a royal decree. The royal decree is basically like if you've played Slay the Spire before, you have these relics where they get to assist you in a passive way. So all your units and towers have plus 20% chance to deal critical damage. The static fields doubles the attack speed of your citadel's lightning bolts. Poison thorns. Every time enemies attack your units, those enemies gain +1 poison. So the eyeglass, all units and towers have plus 20% chance to deal critical damage. Critical damage is good. Fast citadel attacking is good. And the poison thorns are also good because it says every time enemies attack your units, those enemies gain 1 poison. The poison is an after effect, which could be very helpful. So I need to make a decision. I'll go for the poison. I'm gonna need the poison. I'm gonna take the wild card, which levels up target plot, and try to upgrade my citadel in the back. Okay. See, we got another citadel. Now we can boost it up to level 3, or we can put in a combustion or library card or reroll. I want to see unit causes area damage equal to 20% of its attack when it kills an enemy. Library every year has a 50% chance of duplicating an enchantment of 1 adjacent troop. I think the combustion is good. I'll go for a citadel. I'm gonna keep it on standby. Take the static and place it on the imps that I have, or get the Spire, which heals your units that are closest to death during battle. Healing them is a good thing, so I'm gonna put this in the back line for now, so that it manages to heal somebody that's for them to last longer. I need to find somebody that hits from far, so a scout, tower, or an archer are really good. Deals weak but fast range damage, shoots powerful single target arrows. The scout tower is very good too. So we're going to place a scout tower. We got a blessing. The blessing is Illuminism. This happens probably every 9 years. The cards in the target plots will level up in the year of the prophecy. The year of the prophecy, I think, is the one that comes every 9 years. So it will automatically level them up. You want to see where they get placed. They're highlighted in blue color. So it's 1, 2, and 3. We can put the scout tower here in the front so that it manages to level up every year. Did I say every year? No, whenever the prophecy is. Units attack heal it for 25. This is vampirism. Unit explodes when killed, dealing 10% HP as area damage. And the imp here. So the imp we have it is at level 2. We can level 3 our imp. We can boost them with these two things. I think an explosion after effect for when the imps die, since they are about 26 imps, is really good. But we could add the carnage for now. Place it on our imps. And now try to attack. Okay, that was good. We already have static. We already have citadel. This is an offering. Destroy target plot to receive 3 random tome cards. I think we can destroy the scout tower since it's still weak and we're not very focused on that because we're going for a spell build. This is a card brought from the King of Nothing. We want to just do a spell build for now. So let's try to offer this. It says, Diplomat, my lord, it is time to wage war against another king. So here you get to place which king you want to go against, King of Nature, King of Progress. I think I want to go for the King of Nature. We managed to fight these 4 enemies, okay? So let's sacrifice the Scout Tower. Managed to get a bunch of cards. Let's upgrade our Citadel. Add Static. And clone the card of the selected plot. So the overhaul is destroy target plot to level up 2 random plots. Each use 1 more. We'll keep the overhaul for later. We don't have much things to sacrifice. Earthquake unlocks target adjacent plots. Targets cards return to your hand up to 3 copies. We'll talk about this later. For now, we could use clone. Remember, you could always, or you should always keep 2 cards, so you have to play this one. There's no way for you to skip it unless you discard it in the back somewhere here. So I'll go for cloning. And I'll try to clone the imps. So we got another imp. Now we managed to level up the imp to level 3. It shows you the amount of damage that was done. This white font that's written on the plots is the amount of damage that was done. 264 was done by the imps. 284 was done by the citadel. 77 was done by the spire, and only 1 damage was done by the wizard because the wizard. Why am I talking so fast? The wizard is a bit too slow, so like the imps probably caught up to the fight before they did. Now, units attack heal it for 25. Destroy target plot to level up adjacent plots. I think I want to reroll. Okay, so here. If an adjacent unit dies in battle, summons an imp to fight in its place. Summons 1 demon per level for each dead ally. Grows permanently. A demon's altar or a cemetery are really good. Because we have the numbers of imps here and we got the numbers of the wizard, I think we can take advantage by placing a cemetery here. That way it's good. Get to attack. Okay, did a good job. As you can see, 348 damage done by the imps, which is really good. Okay. So the card that we have here is a wizard. I don't see any wizards here for us to unlock or upgrade. But we got Warlock and Shaman. Shaman buffs allies' attack damage based on its own damage. So a Shaman would be good for buffing. We could take advantage of this. We got 81 gold, and this is a shop that you managed to come through, a merchant. You could reroll if you don't like anything. I don't see anything too important, but what I see is the bottom left, over invest. Spend 30 gold to increase every stat of your troop. The thing about this is it's worth 30 gold, so it's going to take away 30 gold. And then if I use it, it's going to take away another 30, so that's 60. I'll be left with 21. BS, don't want to do that. The combustion is unit causes area damage equal to 20% of its attack when it kills an enemy. really good. The clone the card of the selected plot. We can clone so we can upgrade something. So the clone is a good option. The overhaul, destroy a target plot to level up 2 random plots. We have one of those. We haven't used. We have this. We haven't used. Precision. Units first hit is always critical. A precision sounds good. So I think the 2 cards that I want is clone and precision. I could leave. I wanna place the shaman right here. I wanna manage to clone the shaman, so I could level it up directly to level 2. The unit's first hit is always critical. I'm gonna add it to the imps since they're causing the most damage. Wow, that was quick. Okay, we said we wanted the demon altar. Since it summons a demon per level, for each dead ally grows permanently 0.5 stronger. I'm gonna place it in the back. As you can see, I placed most of the towers and most of the most of the properties got placed in the back, which is good. I'm still looking for a center type of property that boosts its surroundings. I haven't come across any yet. Another clone card. We could clone the demon's altar. A boar can be mounted by adjacent troops. For each 1 HP it has, increases rider's stats by 1%. Summons a fighting spore every 8 seconds in battle. Spores accumulate every battle. This is okay. I do want to go for clone, but I'm going to risk it and reroll. Nice. So we managed to get Poison Vial, Elf, and we've come across this. Not because I don't know how to pronounce it, but we've come across it. Ranged Sniper Troop always attacks the most distant target. The unit's attack apply 1 poison stack to the enemy. The Poison Val would be very good on the imps. The Elf would be good as a ranged damage because it's going to shoot the back line. So I'm going to go for Elf. Also, sometime in the game, I think when you manage to see the tower, expand your kingdom here in the top, it's going to come out with a tower where you could manage to add a property for no gold. It's free. You could do it yourself. I think the back line is fine. I want to add kind of a front line, and I want to base it next to the cemetery right here. Because the cemetery, if adjacent unit dies in battle, summons an imp to fight in its place. If we manage to place something here, we could place troops here and it would do the same. So I want to place the elves here. In case the elves die, it's going to summon them. But another thing would be, you don't have to do this with the ranged. You want to do this with the melee type of characters. But just to try for the game, I want to place the elves here. That was quick. 751 damage done by the imps. Units attack, heal it for 25% of damage. Unit explodes. The imp, we don't want any of these. Okay, so we could upgrade our cemetery, which is at level 1. Or we could go for bomber, where it says runs towards the enemy and explodes, dealing area damage. A bomber is good. A bomber can be placed here, or it can be placed here if we manage to open this property. But for now, I want to upgrade the cemetery. Wow. So quick. Okay. So, a forest. Every year adds plus 2% HP to adjacent troops. See, if you place the forest in the middle, it would do this for the troops that are adjacent, which are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Add 9 units to the selected troop. We could manage to add more units for the elves. I don't know. I think I want to add more elves, and then I'll probably come across type of loot that I could put in the center. Okay, we managed to get the Royal Decree again. Unlocks 3 new random plots. Doubles all enchantments of all your active troops. Summons are 50% stronger. So re-enchant doubles all enchantments. We could go for that, and it's part of the build, as you could see. If it's purple, it's part of the king of spells. So I'm gonna go for this. It managed to stack up our imps. Our imps currently have 4.5 damage, but the number there are 39. So we want to add more to the archers. Now we got a whole bunch of armor. Yup. King of Blood got erased right there. King of Blood dropped. Now we could take the bomber or the demon's altar. The demon's altar that we have right now is still at level 1. So we're gonna go for a level 2 demon's altar. Stack it up. All right. Go for the back line. Let the front line be dealt with your troops. Done. 1,000. Look at this. 1,800 damage done with the imps. Nice. We could place soldiers, or we could cancel the first hit the target unit would take at every battle. This is an amazing card to put for your front line right here, so none of them take damage in the very beginning and they manage to cause more damage. That's another stack. We're halfway in the gameplay. We're at year 17 and it's like 33 years. Is really good. Warlock. We have a wizard and we got a shaman. We do not have a warlock. A warlock. Sturdy troop that deals melee area damage. Our spire is still at level 1. We could level 2 it, but we're not facing any problems in terms of healing. The combustion units causes... We've come across combustion a bunch of times. I don't want to play it just yet. I don't want to go for it. I want to go for warlock. Manage to place the warlock here. That way we have 3 warlocks. They come in for melee damage, front line. Okay, not as fast as I hoped, but still good. So now we want to get the wild card again to level up. Whenever you pick up a card, you'd see that the ones that fade away, you cannot level up because they've managed to max out. So we want to level up our warlock so we can get more. Now we get to do some damage. Yup. King of Nature. Bye. King of Nature dropped 3 cards. As you can see, the elf is still at level 1 and it's causing 300 damage more than the wizard, which is also at level 1. So I want to double the elf in terms of level. Another tower came in. Very good. We're going to place the other tower in front of the cemetery right here. Double the elves by level. Go for it again. You can see the back line here. Backline's doing so good. Backline's doing so good. All right. Static. Units attack trigger a lightning chain. Deals +1 damage and +1 chain. The static would be amazing for our elves. Managed to add the stack. Let's go. For every ranged attack, they're done. They're done. So, from the troops, we have 6 warlocks, 12 shaman, and 9 wizards. We could add 9 units to the selected troop. But what I want to go for this time is the property that I said I'd place in the middle. Forest every year adds +2% HP to adjacent troops. We could place this in the middle right here. But now, so we could pick a royal decree. Increase the damaging range of area attacks by 30%. Gunpowder. Static fields doubles the attack speed of your citadel. Sharp blades increase the attack of all your units and towers by 30%. Sharp blades, hands down. Place the forest in the middle. Now the forest boosts its surrounding agent. Adjacent. I don't know why I said agent. Okay. Good job. The farm every year adds +1 unit to adjacent troop. This could be helpful here for us to add more troops, but we don't have the space. Cancels the first hit target unit would take. So like because these warlocks are melee and they go to the front, I could place it on them. And the scout tower is also good. Shoots powerful single target arrows. I want to go for the steel coat and place it on my warlocks. So now they're steel coated because they're gonna go for the front line, block the first damage. The King of Spells is still at 82 out of 105. And look at the spells rebellion. Goes all the way down. We're doing amazing. Year 23, 10 more years. Now, our wizard and shaman. Our shaman is level 2. We could max out our shaman, or we could offer to destroy our targeted plot, which is the one causing the least damage for so long, the wizard. I think I want to offer the wizards. Get rid of them. All right. So sometime in the fight, a diplomat would come in and say, my lord, our diplomats can now make peace with an enemy king. We've managed to fight against the king of nature before. We could go back and ask for peace so we could get maybe some items from him. Or we could go for the king of nothing. I want to go for the king of nature, see what happens. So now these are my enemies, the king of nothing, the king of spells, and the king of blood. I accept. I want to offer these guys. I get 2 extra cards. Spend 30 gold to increase every stat of a troop or tower by 15%. Loan the card of the selected plot. Unlocks targets adjacent plots. Targets cards return to your hand up to 3 copies. So if I manage to place this here, it's going to give me a whole bunch of cards. So I want to try it. I've never tried this before. I want to try it now. And then I'm going to see what cards I get. Okay. Let me place this here. Oh, cannot be done. Can only be placed here? No. Can it only... Oh, shit. I thought you place it on the empty place. No, my bad. You place it on the actual thing. So I'm going to place it on the forest. So unlocks targets adjacent plots. It's going to open the plots that are adjacent to the target. It's going to open the plots that are adjacent to the target. Return to your hand up to 3 copies. So let's see. Who do we have at 3? So the spire is still low. The spire is still low. I want to destroy the spire. It managed to unlock 2 slots. And it gave me the copy. So I could place the spire back here. It destroyed what we had here. Or was it destroyed? Oh, it was destroyed already. Now, we want to level up. Spend 30 gold to increase every stat of a troop or a tower. We want to increase the stats of the troops here. We can only play 1 more card. So, I want to level up my farm or forest. Manage to boost. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good. Okay, we're not dying quick and we're killing quick. King of nothing. Bye-bye. The blacksmith. Every year adds plus 2% attack damage to adjacent troops and constructions. This would be very good if it was placed here. So maybe what I could do is take the blacksmith, destroy the forest that we have here, manage to level up 2 things to level 2, and then I get to place the blacksmith in the middle. So the blacksmith would go here. And we could get units attack, heal it for 25% of damage dealt. We could take the vampirism. Now, I want to go for another blacksmith so I could boost it. We have 81 gold and we're in year 25. I don't want to get anything just yet because I want to play with what I have. I want to place the blacksmith here. Double it. So now it's leveled up. Managed to increase the damage of its surroundings. Now we're doing so good. Nice. Now we could max out our blacksmith, or we could go for paladin, paladin, Aladdin. No, I think tripling our blacksmith would be good. But first, I want to give this to my imps. Units attacks, heal it for 25% to damage dealt. Very good. 5,000 damage is a lot of damage that they're causing. Everyone managed to do some damage, huh? Our warlock is still at level 2. We could boost them up, or we could destroy them and go for something, because the damage they've done is 200 compared to other places. They're not so wow right now. But what I will do is I'll give the warlocks a chance by leveling them up, seeing how good they do. We can unlock another area. Nice. So let's go for let's go for another frontline area. Let's boost our warlocks. Now we get to fight. All right, we didn't lose much. We only lost 3 troops, which is very good. Farm. Every year adds +1 unit to one adjacent troop. If we place this here, we'd manage to add more units to our warlocks. If we use the level up, we would be leveling up maybe our elves or our blacksmith. We can already level it up since we have a card for it. So I'll probably take the wild card, but I'll level first my blacksmith to level 3 so it could max out the damage caused by its surrounding adjacent ones. Look at us go, man. We're still at 83 out of 85. We've only lost 2. Only lost 2 troops. These cards are like rainbow cards. Levels up all plots diagonal to the target plot. So basically, like an X, it would level them up. So if I place it here, it would level up this, 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 and this. But we don't need that. Here, spend 9 gold every year to level up 1 random plot. Cost 3 less gold per level. We could do this because we do want to level up random things. Or can go for the slime, which pro troop that multiplies itself to 1 empty adjacent plot every year. So let's say we place the slime here, and the adjacent slot would be here. It will multiply itself and go here, become 3 and 3, which is 6, and then 3 and 3, which is 6. Every year it does that. It's good, but we don't need it just yet. I'm gonna reroll, see what our options are. I did want to go for the shrine to level up 1 random plot, but I think we've maxed out most of the plots, so I want to see some other thing. Gigantify doubles the size, damage, and HP of target troop. We need this. For the imps, we definitely need this. Increase 10% of a random stat of a random plot, a temple, and the x-ray we've seen. I'm going for the Gigantify. Now to pick a decree, unlocks 3 new random plots. We don't need that. Your wizards now have 100 attack points, but only 1 HP. We don't have the wizards. This is crazy. Iron Fist doubles critical damage. Let's double our critical damage. Let's go for double the size of the imps in everything. You're 29. 74 out of 93. The King of Blood is erased. Now, units explode when killed, dealing 10%. Or we could go for Bomber. I did want to go for Bomber. I want to place Bomber here. So the bombers would be running, and they got a bit of a boost from the blacksmith in the center. Okay. We're not losing much. 85 out of 102 is not much. Okay, we're good. I don't want any of these, so I'm going to reroll. I have already upgraded my blacksmith all the way. I don't want to add another one. The scout tower is good for ranged, but we're not aiming for that. Cancels the first hit target unit would take every battle. From what we have here, we could see that we've managed to put that for the warlocks. We've managed to put that for the imps, but our shamans don't have it, our elves don't have it, and the bombers don't have it. And there's no point in putting it in the bomber. The bomber is going there to like explode himself, right? So we're gonna re-roll again. Now we got Archer, deals weak but fast range damage. Paladin, highly defensive melee troop. Let's go for the Paladin. Don't have much. The Warlock, we've managed to level 3 it. We don't need another Warlock. We could re-roll if we don't like any of these, but I want to see the King agreed what he has to offer. So he's got ranged troop, always attacks the enemy with the lowest health. This is another ranged executioner. A lab rat, disposable melee troop, levels up whenever adjacent plots level up with no max level. So no matter what, you level up around it, destroy it, level up around it, destroy it, it would always level up and it won't stop at the cap of 3. Very good. Mercenary, strong but fickle warriors for hire. You always have 1 unit for 15 gold you own. We own 95, so the number of units matters. Defender, tanker unit that doesn't attack but reflects all taken damage. We're not getting much damage, so we don't want any of these. We're going to try re-rolling to see what we'd get, and then we'd leave. Managed to get Thief, Executioner, Boar, Elf. Our Elf is not at level 3, so we could buy the Elf to max out. But we also have a wild card. Let's see. But we could use the wild card for the Bomber, which is really good. So we're buying the Elf. We don't want the Boar. The Ballista is ranged troop that shoots huge bolts with piercing damage. This could be used, but we have 55 gold. The Trapper builds traps that inflicts damage. This is basically traps. Assassin troops that jumps to the enemy's backline. A Thief is good as an assassin for it to jump in the backline and attack. Since we have ranged, we have melee, maybe somebody jumping in the back and killing them would be a good option. But we're going to leave the merchant and try to use what we have. Double our elves. Increase our paladins by putting them in the front. Okay. So far, so good. Fighting against 357. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. The King of Spells is definitely an OP build. They managed to erase people so quickly and have all of these spells, which is amazing. Vampirism, units attacks, heal it for 25% damage. We could put this in our melee guys. The Paladin, no. I want to add this to the Warlock so that they manage to heal themselves. We're at tier 32, chat. Look at this. Good job. So, do we have anything that we want to level up? We could level up our Spire. We could level up our Bomber. Our Citadel's leveled up. Everything is maxed out. As you could see, everything is maxed out except the Paladin. So we could go for this. King of Blood is leading his final assault. This is it. This is it, guys. So we got Clone. Of course, when it's the last turn, the last round, you need to play all your cards. Since we have free spaces, it would be good for us to use them. So I want to use the Clone, the card of the selected plot. Because we have these 3, I'm going to level these guys. Level these guys. And then go for another Clone on the Bomber. And level them up to the max. Now we're doing amazing. Look at the King. Let's erase them quick. Once you manage to kill these guys, you go and fight the Champion of Blood himself. Now the Champion's Blood's health is going down. Quick times. Yup. Done. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Good job. We did it. First time playing them. Of course, we're playing a difficulty, which is Peasant, but we got to understand the cards. We got to understand how to use them, how to place everything. So I don't want to get too into this right now, but I want you guys to see, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this gameplay. If you want me to post more, let me know. I will record myself. And hopefully one day I'll probably take better edits of myself.